What is the law of parties? If there was one thing I wish I could tell every kid I know, it's that they can get in trouble for actions of someone else. In other words, if a kid is with another person, another group of people, somehow involved in planning or talking about committing an offense, the child can be responsible for that offense even if they didn't commit it themselves. This is called law of parties. Let's use a common example, like a bank robbery. So when we think of a bank robbery, let's assume we have one person who goes in and robs the bank teller with a gun. You know, they've got the mask, the whole thing. And there's another person who goes inside the bank with him, but they don't have a gun, they don't have a mask. They hold the door open for the bank robber so the bank robber can get out. And let's say there's a third person who drives the getaway car. All of those people, if they knew what the plan was before they walked in the bank that day, can be held responsible for robbery, aggravated robbery, since it's a gun. Now people think, how can that be? The getaway driver wasn't even in the bank. The getaway driver didn't have any money. The getaway driver didn't commit the act of robbery. Well, they did, because if there's a common plan and if a person helps, encourages, or in any way contributes to the offense, they can be held responsible for that same level of offense. Now, let's say it's the same plan. Everyone knew there was going to be a robbery and everyone knew there was going to be a gun, but that's it. They just wanted to take the money and run. Let's say the gunman who's taking the money got a little spooked and he ends up shooting someone and that person dies. All of those same people can also be responsible for the offense of murder. Even if they didn't want anyone to die, even if they didn't think anyone was going to die, if they were in for the offense of robbery, aggravated robbery, then they were in for whatever offense came as a result of that as well. And that's terrifying when we think of what our kids do and the fact that our kids sometimes think that they are immune from responsibility if they're just along for the ride or if they're just there when something happens. I find a lot of times some of the serious charges that I see are kids who are charged as being a party, not the person who committed the act itself, but they were there, they knew, they assisted, they encouraged, whatever it may be. And as parents, I think we need to talk about that more. I think it's something that we all need to be aware of because it is so scary to think that our kids can get involved in a situation like that. Thank you for watching. Please leave any questions or comments below, or you can visit us at varghesetexas.com.